Oh my god.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm curious to know why the Federation allows so many male officers. Doesn't it cause morale problems?
I like this lady. Because, like, I'm on board. Lord knows men cause me morale problems. Hello, lovelies. Today's episode has two distinct halves, the first of which is spent on the ship doing traditional Star Trek things, including getting lost in space, talking to political prisoners, and of course, having a long discussion with an archaeologist. The second half, we go down to a planet and actually have an adventure. So, if you get tired of me being lost on the ship, just skip to the half-hour mark. Enjoy. Mwah.
Set course for the Ruinor sector and resume our patrol along the neutral zone.
Yes, sir.
Engage.
Warp 5 is too slow, but I enjoy...
Warning.
Mr. Data,
Life
give me a
support
scan of
system
this
at
sector.
25%.
Scanning. Sensors report no unusual activity, sir. All spatial parameters appear to be normal.
What's that? You had a problem with the life support? What could that be? I think you mean I'm the life of the party.
What are your orders, Captain?
I should like to consider the situation a bit further.
No idea. If you'll excuse me, I don't care about you. I'm going to the holodeck. Because there's a button for it and I want to know what it do. It's for watching the videos!
Acknowledged.
Oh my god.
Welcome aboard, Captain. The bridge is the command and control center of the Starship Enterprise. Many of the ship's functions can be controlled from this location. The communications station is used to open a channel to a planet, ship, or Starfleet command.
This is beautiful. Imagine seeing this in
The main function of the
95.
ops station is to
This would be
view
the closest you
records
had
in
to
the ship's
Star Trek
computer.
VR.
At the ops station, the computer can look up information
virtual
on spacecraft,
Springfield Star Trek
celestial bodies, and general history. An analysis of the current mission can also be viewed. The con is the helm of the Enterprise. At the con, a course and speed are plotted for a destination planet. Regional planetary information can also be selected and displayed. The conference lounge is a meeting room for greeting visitors,
Which we have not rendered.
The tactical station is the area for defending the Enterprise in case of attack. The tactical station controls offensive and defensive maneuvers, phaser fire, and the launch and dispersal of photon torpedoes. Control of this station can be delegated to Lieutenant Worf. The turbolift provides access to other parts of the ship, including engineering, the holodeck, and the transporter room.
Hi, Jen.
In engineering, the ship's power levels are adjusted, and repairs of damaged systems are conducted. Control of this station can be delegated to Lieutenant Commander LaForge. The holodeck is the area to review mission films previously stored in the ship's library. The transporter room is the location for assembling an away team. To be successful, an away team must have a proper blend of talents for the mission at hand. Before beam down, the away team must be equipped with appropriate gear for the mission. When the away team is ready to go, the mission will then commence.
Wow, that was... The amount of effort they put into that video people could just miss by not clicking on it on the holodeck is amazing. Hello, Gen Clone. I don't know if you saw any of the point-and-click adventure game we just did, but I was just saying, for a point-and-click adventure game, this is absurdly complex. What was that noise? You don't think someone in engineering turned off the life support, do you? What's wrong with your face?
Admiral Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
What's your assessment of our recent performance?
The Enterprise responded to a distress call from Merton Station. Good work there, Picard. Without your efforts, this could have been a real catastrophe. You saved hundreds of lives, kept the station operational, and even managed to save the experimental power core. Congratulations. Shall I go on?
Please do.
The Enterprise's presence in this region...
Well, that was fun. Picard out.
Picard out.
Is the air getting a little stuffy in here? Are you guys feeling okay? Oh, it's getting a little cold, isn't it? Hard to breathe. I've got a massive erection.
Any suggestions, number one?
I'm sorry, Captain, I don't have any suggestions right now.
Because they didn't give you the voice line, some idiot has turned off the life support. Oh, I don't even know how to use this thing. Oh, there is a self-destruct button. Do you think that would be better than waiting for everyone to choke to death? The air is thin. You're in a dark room.
Life form. You tiny
Nice one.
little life forms. You precious little life forms. Where are you?
There are lightsabers, but you have to go to the holodeck. The beeping is getting annoying. Might go and turn on the life support.
Admiral's log.
Didn't quite make it.
47199.3. We have lost contact with the Enterprise. She's several days overdue, and I fear the worst. I'm dispatching the USS Hood to investigate.
Oh.
You tiny little life forms. You precious little life forms. Where are you?
GG. I might go and turn on the life support. It was delicated. That shouldn't have happened. Or maybe... Oh, no, okay. I guess when you reload, it automatically, like, LaForge goes back on duty to stop you doing this shit. Fair enough.
What are your orders, Captain?
Fair enough.
I should like to consider the situation a bit further.
Me too. So, even though it's a point-and-click adventure, we have these 11T hyper-complex systems. And this button.
Acknowledged. Auto-destruct sequence initiated.
Admiral's log, stardate 47199.3. We have lost contact with the Enterprise. She's several days overdue, and I fear the worst. I'm dispatching the USS...
Oh, what keeps happening to those poor people?
What are your orders, Captain?
Tiny little life forms. You precious little life forms. Where are you?
You got me, Frankie. Quite a lot, Jen. Also, earlier we beamed down to do an away team. I took a completely inappropriate group of people and Worf just straight up murdered a woman. Okay, we need to use this phaser to really delicately remove this beam. We should probably bring Data or someone else who has micron levels of, like, precision. And it's just like, Worf, take this f***ing axe. Go at a scalp for me.
I should like to consider the situation a bit further.
I bet you would. Okay, maybe we should talk to these dudes, because I haven't yet.
Captain Picard, can you help us contact a Vulcan archaeologist named Shinnok? He may possibly hold the key to the discovery of the Lawgiver's fifth scroll.
I already have, Jen. But if you mean in this game, no, we're saving that for AI Dungeon. Thinking of doing a big AI Dungeon for my birthday, if you'd be up for it.
Who is the Lawgiver?
His real name was
Who is Daddy?
Avatruni, and he was the architect of Geridian society. His four scrolls became the cornerstone of our entire culture.
What makes you think Shinnok can help you?
My studies indicate that the followers ended up somewhere in what is now Federation space. But because our governments are not on friendly terms, I could never follow up on that.
This
research.
moving window in this fucking DOS app, I'm so impressed.
But the Vulcan scholar Shinnok lives in the Federation and has made
Really?
What is this fifth?
Let me give you a bit of background.
Oh god, no, we started.
Viridian society.
But I like
is a
Picard's
rigid
new face.
structure For the past 1,000 years, that structure has... The first scroll outlines our code of honor.
Oh, good, it's doing
The
a full
second
Star
describes the
Trek.
relationship between the military and the government. The third defines the principles of our religion. And the fourth enumerates the privileges and responsibilities of the patrician.
It was a different time. In 1995, if you were someone who was buying a Star Trek CD-ROM game, you probably didn't have much else to do. You'd be delighted to sit through 6 hours of this.
According to legend, the lawgiver also wrote a fifth scroll defining the rights and privileges of the plebeian class, which were not explained in the other scrolls.
Why are you so interested in this fifth scroll?
I am a scholar, Captain. My interest is purely academic. Lucana, on the other hand, is a social revolutionary. She hopes the scroll will inflame the underclasses to rebellion.
Just to bother making these draggable windows is crazy pants. That's so much work.
How would an ancient scroll do her any good?
The patricians stopped the lawgiver before he could reveal his fifth scroll. The lawgiver and a few of his disciples, known as the Followers, left Gerrid in 5 spaceships to start their own colony. No trace of them was ever found, and the story gradually took on mythic proportions.
Cookie? Cookie want to do stream gifts? Well, let's end this very boring conversation.
Discovery in Gerrid's history. Even if you don't agree with Lucana's goals, I urge you to talk to Shinnok and help us find the scroll for science's sake.
This could be an intriguing quest.
A quest, you say? I love Tigtone. A lot of people don't love Tigtone. I love Tigtone, and I appreciate for reasons a lot of people don't. But watch Tigtone. If you don't watch Tigtone, start watching Tigtone. Very good, especially like quests. Hi. Oh, a woman has arrived brandishing knives. That's my favorite kind of woman. We'll not take part in... I've decided to visit Shinnok. I have.
I have decided to visit Shinnok and see whether he can help you regarding the fifth scroll.
Gen Clone says woman in all caps.
Visit Shinnok, Captain. The fifth scroll could be the greatest social discovery in Gerrid's history.
We have another method. We'll do it soon.
We will be underway at once. I will let you know when we arrive.
Computer, what are the current whereabouts of the Vulcan archaeologist Shinnok?
According to Federation Archaeological Survey records, Shinnok is currently excavating ruins on the planet Horst 3.
Set course for Horst 3, Warp 5.
Aye, sir.
Engage.
Oh my god. Do you guys, just out of curiosity, again, despite the fact this is ostensibly a point-and-click adventure game, shall we see if we can just fly to the wrong hecking place and do something completely unrelated? Where's astrometrics? Oh my god, I can access the individual planets in this just one region? This thing is insane. Yes, go and do some heckin' celebrations. So what is... So that's the local... Okay, this is the local system. There is not a nude mod, but we'll make one. You and me, Adsoploppy. Okay. So this is the Toth region. And so I can move... Oh my god, you can move to the sub-quadrant. We're gonna get completely lost. Let's go to Japan. You know, Japan sounds nice. Warp 9.9, engage.
Warp engines unable to sustain current speed. Reducing speed to maximum warp.
Acceptable.
Mr. Data, any suggestions?
I suggest we contact Starfleet, Captain.
That's always what you suggest, you dirty little android.
Admiral Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
I'd like to confirm our current orders.
Of course. Starfleet Command is still considering the options. While we review...
Okay.
Picard?
That was useless data. Oh, okay. I misunderstood. While I was busy dossing about in the engines and doing other shit, because the game is real-time, we actually arrived.
Greetings, Shinnok. I'm Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Captain, how may I assist you?
What brings an archaeologist of your stature to such a remote planet?
I am excavating the ruins of a Chodak outpost. The Federation Archaeological Survey is sponsoring my work.
Adam, if you were any Star Trek race.
Who are the Chodak?
I know one of them!
An ancient race. At their peak, the Chodak occupied most of what is now the Romulan Empire.
We now have an official clip of Patrick Stewart as Captain Picard saying Chodak.
This is the first Chodak site found in Federation space. It was my good fortune to discover it.
What have you found so far?
A great deal, actually. I have uncovered evidence of an extensive administrative system, as well as examples of Chodak computer technology quite similar to our own isolinear rods.
Intriguing. Such devices would be among the oldest known examples of isolinear technology in the galaxy.
It true.
I hope to confirm that fact. I sent several rods to the Merton's orbital station for testing. They've developed a gravitic stress dating method which is extremely accurate. However, I have not yet received their results.
Oh yes, because we're playing... Okay, so we could choose to bring Picard down in the away team on this mission, since he's a nerd for rocks. Hashtag nerd for rocks.
I'm afraid we have got some bad news for you, Shinnok. Merton's station has been attacked. It was almost completely destroyed.
Now again, this game is actually very open-ended, and amazingly for what it is. Like, I remember when I was like 10 or something, I first played this game, I beamed away from the station and just left it, and the station exploded. And I've definitely killed characters who are alive. This is the pre-Mass Effect Mass Effect, is what I'm saying. It was heckin' groundbreaking.
Indeed. That is a great loss.
I'd be most eager to examine the site myself. I can beam down immediately.
Captain, I'm aware of your reputation as an archaeologist, but I cannot permit any visitors. The excavation is far too delicate. My apologies.
Excavate this.
Shinnok, we have several Garidian refugees aboard who are trying to find something called the Fifth Scroll. They said you might be able to help.
Possibly. I once did extensive research on the Lawgiver and the Followers. They fled into what is now Federation space 1,000 years ago, bearing the Fifth Scroll with them.
We've heard of them. So where did these followers go?
Yeah. Now it's Skyrim as well, it's everything. If you are listening to this stream with good cans on, you'll be able to hear so much happening in the background. Like whenever Riker does his lines, you can hear the monitor next to the engineer in the other room, about a quarter-second delay. It's really interesting. Bruni! Oh, Bruni, that's bruntastic! Oh my god! You haven't set off my infinite lights, thank god, but it's nice having you. Oh, well, spoke too soon. Hello, and welcome to playing a Star Trek game from 1995 with a never-ending raid. Now, we did just get a raid from Stohellet, which literally crashed the entire computer, so we're waiting. That hasn't happened. Good. Okay.
I never found the Followers' colony, but your friends should not lose hope. In my search, I stumbled on one of the Followers' ancient ships.
Well, then you were very good to bring your folks over here, Bruni. Guys, not gonna lie to you, anyone who just came over with Bruni. This is just Star Trek. That's what this is. This channel is Star Trek. And awesome gamer glasses, apparently.
The logs indicated that they had found an M-class planet suitable for colonization.
Thank you for your help, Shinnok. Good luck.
And to you, Captain. Live long and prosper.
What are your orders, Captain?
I should like to consider the situation a bit further.
So I guess because this game came out in '95, which is nearing the end of the Next Generation's run, they had like 6 or 7 years of stuff to dig into, or 5 or 6 anyway, which is why it feels like it knows vast amounts. It's why all these systems feel correct.
Captain, message from Starfleet. It is Admiral Redrick.
On screen.
We'll come back to that.
Greetings, Admiral. What can we do for you?
Jean-Luc, good to see you again. I have a little favor to ask. Would you be interested in finding a little lost lamb for me?
A baby, you say?
A lamb?
A figure of speech. I have a friend stationed on Morasia, an exobiologist. I haven't heard from her in quite a while. I'm getting a little worried. I'd like you to check into it if you can.
I can literally hear the script in the booth. I can hear the paper his words are bouncing off of. It's an incredibly sensitive microphone they were using, and they really shouldn't have.
Morasia? Isn't that some sort of zoological habitat?
Oh, it's much more than that, Jean-Luc.
I thought that was Gizmo,
The
Jen.
Morasians have created 3 distinct biotopes, 3 completely different ecologies in one section of their planet. They call it the Preserve, the latest wonder of the galaxy.
Who exactly is this lost lamb?
Her name is Dr. V. Humforst. She was on Morasia cataloging local species for the Federation Zoological Database.
Have the local authorities invested?
Constable Lixie, who runs the preserve, thinks V went on a field trip and that there's nothing to worry about. To humor me, she said I should send a team to investigate.
Admiral, do you have any reason to suspect foul play?
The truth?
Quaz79, welcome aboard.
She might be chasing butterflies, but I think there's more to it than that.
Do I now have to... I'm going to go and grab my Be Nice to Adam
And Jean-Luc.
device.
Morasia is applying for Federation membership. You could review the state of affairs
I'd love
there
to,
while
Adza.
you're looking for our exobiologist.
Very well. As we receive your report, we'll get underway.
Very well. As soon as we receive your report, we'll get underway.
You gave me your prime? Gosh, thank you very much.
I'll transmit it immediately.
Lovely
Oh,
sausages.
and Jean-Luc, the Morasians have a strict matriarchal society. Males are usually treated as servants at best. Don't take it personally.
No, it's fine.
Understood, sir.
Good luck. Redrick out.
Lay in a course for Morasia, Warp 5.
Yes, sir.
Engage.
So again, it's a heckin' point-and-click adventure game, but one in which we have so much access to a simulation of this ship. Well, while we're flying, we could talk to people.
Too long have we been the slaves of our patrician masters. We must find
Warp
that
20.
fifth scroll to save my people from
It's
oppression.
true, I'm very old. I'll be dead soon.
Need your help, Captain.
Please, Captain. In the name of justice for an oppressed people, we need you to help us find the fifth scroll and bring it back to Garrod.
So, it looks like we can go where the game tells us to go, or choose from the infinite other planets and moons that are... Oh my god, the moons are individually selectable. And then there's the star system, and then there's the quadrant of the galaxy. Oh my very goodness. Wow. So I think you need to know the Star Trek map enough to find the correct location. So if we go to astrometrics, sorry, astrogation. I guess it would be near the center of this, wouldn't it? Because Earth is pretty much sector 000 for the Federation. Oh no, this is looks like the game is based around the neutral zone, so we can't actually do that. But it was a worthy thought. No, it doesn't seem to list individual planets, so I can get their location, sadly. 001. 001. Why don't you tell me when you arrive on the sodding planet? I'm supposed to just look and guess. I know you guys can all f***ing see it. I can't. Old Johnny Fourth Wall over here.
Warning. Entering nebula.
Is that bad? Does she? Does she pull a Pulaski? I didn't know that, Hayes. Is she just not on the bridge for a couple of eps? I do not know. Was it Rick Berman locking her in the closet? I don't know.
There are no valid beam-down coordinates at this location.
Picard, report to my house.
Captain Picard, please report to the transporter room.
I'm literally going to beam the captain into space to see what happens. I'm so glad they let me do
entering
the things I
non-aligned
want to
space.
do. Might save the game. We might change his name momentarily to Captain Garsby. There we are.
Helm, standard orbit.
Oh, I guess we arrived. Captain Garsby lives for another day.
Captain's log supplemental.
Oh my.
The Enterprise has arrived at Marasia to investigate the disappearance of Dr. V. Hunforsh, an exobiologist stationed here for the past 2 years. The 3 species native to this world have enjoyed a millennium of peaceful cooperation, and this visit will give us the opportunity to review Marasia's petition for membership in the Federation. It's time we introduced ourselves. Mr. Worf, hail Constable Lixie.
Recording hiss, sorry.
Aye, Captain.
I'm Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise. We have come to investigate the disappearance of Dr. Hunforsh.
You know when Adam's done something naughty? Maybe she was in Station Ops, that's right. I like how things become canon that way. Like how Beverly Crusher got a cool blue coat as the medical officer because Gates was pregnant. But then it just looked cool, and then all other doctors get a cool blue coat.
Welcome to Marasia. As I told Admiral Redrick, I really don't think Dr. Hunforsh is in any danger. She's probably on an extended field trip.
Good. We'll need your beam-down coordinates.
I shall transmit them. And Captain, in order to protect the animals in the preserve, we permit no weapons of any kind on the surface.
Not even my dick? I'm bringing my dick.
Our away teams carry phasers for self-defense only. They can be locked on a low stun setting. I assure you none of your animals will be harmed.
Initially, the writers found it difficult to write for Troy, and even left her out of 4 of the first season episodes. Curtis felt her job was in jeopardy after the first season, but was overjoyed when Jean took her aside at Frake's wedding and told her that the season 2 premiere, The Child, could center on Troy. That's nice. I still haven't watched the Planet Killer episode, no idea what the that papier-mâché monstrosity is, but I'm eager to find out, Titty Boy.
I'm sorry, Captain. I won't allow it. We cannot predict how even your lowest setting will affect our animals.
You know what? We must honor their cultures. We'll just headbutt them as and when necessary. What do you guys think? No, we'll behave.
We will respect your laws. The away team will not be armed.
For a male, you are unusually cooperative.
I've heard that so much.
Is there any better way to begin a relationship?
Forgive me, Captain. I am not accustomed to seeing a male in command.
I will unleash my Chodak, Mr. Play, soon.
I will await your investigators.
Any suggestions, number 1?
I'm sorry, Captain.
Counselor, do you have any thoughts?
I'm sorry, Captain, but I...
Literally never.
Mr. Data, any suggestions?
I suggest we contact...
Shut up.
Mr. Worf.
Captain, we should...
Shut up. Well, alright, shall we beam down? She seems to respect us. So I feel like we should take the captain with us. Okay.
Beam down coordinates selected.
I think... Let us dismiss these punks. For the sexiness. You can't bring weapon... Yeah, that's true. Riker is a weapon. Now, you have a point. It is a female-led society, and we know that Riker does particularly well on those planets.
Riker, please report to the transporter room.
Because he has that most wonderful element when it comes to ambassadorial duties, which is his big fat dong. So, maybe his big fat dong will get us in trouble. I feel like the captain should come down.
Captain Picard,
because
please report to the transporter room.
Queen Rhesus already respects him. And I feel like we should bring the Doctorb, because it's smart to bring a Doctorb regardless.
Dr. Crusher, please report to the transporter room.
Sadly not. It's post-Tasha. Nickety-nick, Nickelodeon, all the kids say. We got a free spot. Who are we bringing down? It can be this generic woman we've never seen before. Data, Troy, Worf, or Big Balls. Troy is the natural choice, since these people all seem to prefer the company of women. But we've also got Data's cold logical 88 centimeters. Okay. We got a Riker, we got another... Oh, we've got two Rikers. I'm doing a poll, guys. I'm doing a poll. There is now a live poll. Oh, Riker starts in the lead there. Well, yeah, but Riker's just a dumb meathead, whereas she seems to almost respect Picard, despite this... Look at this f***ing fail. Oh, and then it became a skull when he looked to the left. Good. Oh, a neck and neck-ish between Troy and Riker. Quite exciting. Who beams with me? Let's beam away. Oh, that's a 9. Oh, Riker pips it! Riker pips it! There's just... You want me to lose Picard? No, I feel like we should have Picard with us. I don't want to lose Picard. Ooh, amazingly, Troy pips it right at the end there. See that? Alright, Troy it is.
Counselor Troy, please report to the transporter room.
Good night, Hayes, my sweet little clitoris. I will be putting this game up on YouTube because I think it'll be lovely for the channel. I don't know how to do that though. I might just have to go through it excising my voice. I'm recording them on 2 different channels to make it a bit more YouTube friendly. Or f*** it, it could just be the stream. Just bits of the stream cut together. It'll be less work, and I am quite lazy. We'll see. Yes. Good night, Hayes. You're very, very nice. I've got a song about you, but I will save it.
Visitors for Constable Lixie. Constable Lixie is present.
Oh, Picard just naturally takes charge. I didn't tell him to do this.
I'm Captain Jean-Luc Picard with the Federation Starship Enterprise. We have come to investigate the disappearance of Dr. Hunforsh.
Welcome to Marasia. As it turns out, I'm conducting a little investigation of my own. I'm curious to know why the Federation allows so many male officers. Doesn't it cause morale problems?
I like this lady. 'Cause, like, I'm on board. Lord knows men cause me morale problems.
Perhaps you would like to discuss Dr. Hunforsh's disappearance first.
Oh, don't worry yourself about that. Now, seriously, how do you handle discipline without a strong matriarchy behind you?
I don't think I'll get anywhere with this inquiry.
I understand if self-analysis is difficult for you. I meant no harm.
So you were right. Shouldn't have brought Picard.
Beam us up.
Just leaving in shame. Oh, I should have just murdered her. That would have proved. Look at him, he's such a. Now he's so grumpy. Well, that didn't go as I planned. I'm going back to the ship. Oh my god. Oh, no, oh, I promised I'd leave the phases behind, sadly.
Beam down coordinates selected.
Worf, you seem like a terrible choice. Good day.
Life forms. You tiny little life forms.
Riker, huge bonner.
Precious little life forms.
Where are you? Beep, 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 black. Bit sharp there. Riker, use your masculine charms on Constable Ixi. Oh, we didn't bring phasers. Disappoint.
Has Dr. Hunforsh contacted you recently?
No, I'm afraid not.
Troy, you want to do a gossip?
Constable Lixie is in charge of the preserve. She seems to be suspicious of us. What a beautiful bird.
Visitors for
Thank you, Nightbot.
I'm
They've already sent
Diana
pests.
Troy of the Enterprise.
Oh, hello,
I'm
Hannah.
investigating the disappearance of Dr. Hunforsh.
Welcome to Marasia. As I told Admiral Redrick, I really don't think Dr. Hunforsh is in any danger. She's probably on an extended field trip.
Who saw the doctor last?
I'm gonna shoot the bird. Oh no, we said we'd leave our phasers behind.
Apparently, Consultant Idia was the last to see her. They had dinner or some such. It's all in my report. You should be able to access it through your tricorder.
Is it possible that...
Of course. But our surveillance system can detect signs of distress in any of our inhabitants. And we've had no sign of trouble from the doctor.
I need you to shut up.
You don't like the doctor very much, do you?
She hasn't made many friends here. She disagrees openly with our philosophy, our methods, and has even accused us of smuggling banned species.
I'd like to...
We'd prefer to limit the number of outsiders in the preserve while it is under construction. Investigating the doctor's laboratory should be sufficient.
I think she killed an
It's
8-er.
important that we retrace the doctor's steps exactly. And besides, the Federation has requested an update on Marasia for your membership petition. If you let us into the preserve, we can make a more detailed report.
The Federation's requests are not law here. Not yet. But in the interests of cooperation, I'll open up the area surrounding my outpost. Be sure to stay within the visitors' areas. You must understand, my responsibility to the animals comes first.
I'd like to see the doctor's quarters.
Of course. Her laboratory quarters are at the end of the path towards the mountain.
So I'm just going to turn down the system sounds in case we have to listen to that sodding bird very much more. Oh good, it counts as a voice and that didn't affect it. We won't be spending very long in this room.
The food's probably for the bird creature.
Can we nick some?
That's not working.
Guess not. Can we shoot it? Oh.
I can't use the...
No, I know. I meant the doctor.
It's not work. It's not...
Visitors for...
I wonder what this be. Oh, we didn't... Oh, Data, you're not a man, technically. So you're allowed, and you're smart. What's this thing?
The computer is a BAT 4003, an obsolete Milosian model. It has been modified for hand and foot operation.
Glad you're here. What does she think of you? You're not a man, technically. But you are an android, not a gynoid.
The preserve clearly embodies your philosophy of life forms living within life forms to create a single harmonious organism. It is an impressive achievement.
Very observant, Commander. Your perceptiveness does you credit.
Has there been any contact with Dr. Hunforsh?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, in that case, let's go walkies past Screamy McBird.
The braiding is woven from stone and hair, traditionally taken from the Euclean tribal matriarch after her death.
Okay, I'm really glad we brought Data, who's a walking repository of knowledge. What happens if we ask Riker the same thing? As some twigs. You know about hair, Troy. That's your main power.
It's some kind of animal hair or fur with gemstones woven into it.
An intricate weave. It looks like hair or fur with some semi-precious stones.
Oh, maybe. Just maybe. A ghost lives in it and you can have sex with it.
Quite an impressive watchdog.
Thank you.
Never seen a butler with feathers before.
That was a legitimately Riker-like line. And of course, here's Data with dropping the facts.
Verandas are highly intelligent avian mammals with sophisticated vocal abilities.
Yes, the wool. It seems to be made of wool. Oh my. I'm just going to keep using Data's eyes, I think, since he's the one who seems to know shit.
Constable Lixie's office is accessible by path or branch. Walking would be easier than brachiation. This is Dr. Hunforsh's laboratory. The atoll fruit is considered to...
Oh, hello you. Oh, I wish I'd brought the lasers. I wish I'd brought our phaser guns.
It appears to be hungry. That is unnecessary.
Troy, will you talk to it?
That won't work.
You're an asshole, Troy. Feed the thing. Off he pops. That is some nice 90s canyon background noise. You know where you are when you're listening to that? You're playing a video game in 1994 through 7. That's great. That's true. Riker is very wise.
Deanna is the ship's counselor. It's Beverly Crusher, the Enterprise Chief Medical Officer. It's Lieutenant Commander Data, the ship's operations manager.
Is that his actual title? Is he the ops manager?
Looks like a surveillance antenna. Probably tied into the monitoring network.
This is part of the surveillance system monitoring distress calls in the preserve. The antennae trigger informational displays of various species. This terminal is offline. The power grid in this area may be damaged. This port can accommodate an external power source to run the kiosk.
I got one of them. I'm so glad we brought Data. This was the right choice. Okay, looks like we can't really get anywhere else from here. Data, can you manhandle this for no reason?
I do not believe that will work.
Well, it was worth a try. Let us continue. I know, right, strange one? To my delight, the first time we beamed somewhere and, like, Worf got shot, he got straight up ganked and was lying unconscious on the floor. And I clicked Beverly and, like, told him to, like, look after him. And Beverly was just like, "That's Worf!" Which was good.
I do not believe that will work.
The crossroads, you say? Interesting. Can't shoot that.
That is unnecessary.
Talk to mountains.
The preserve is one of the largest protected biospheres in existence. Its total area rivals the Ferguson Desert habitat on Betco 7.
Oh my god, they wrote some legitimately good, characterful lines for this game. That's impressive. What the heck's that?
The shuttle dock is where shipments of preserve animals are received.
That's what they make the jam out of. Yeah, you're right. Beverly, use your ability to describe colours. That was really mean.
That's not working.
I didn't mean yoink the worm.
The constable has a wonderful view of the preserve.
Oh, it's just...
Everything in the preserve is beautiful and peaceful. It's quite an accomplishment.
Oh, a lovely tree.
This tree is magnificent.
Okay.
This tree could house a medical facility.
I can barely see the top of this tree, and I'm already a few hundred meters off the ground. I can barely see...
The Morassians commonly inhabit atoll trees, extremely long-lived growths which can attain heights in excess of 600 meters.
So glad you're with us, Mr. Data. So that's to the quarantine shelter, whatever that may be. That's to the bog forest biotope. Oh, okay. Let's go biotoping. Oh, this is pretty. I'm not gonna bother asking anyone else. Mr. Data, what am I looking at?
The Harmonic Collector operates on the same principle as the Bussard ram scoop collector. Its purpose, however, is to reconfigure sound waves.
Exactly, nice.
These generators create a network of force field segments to form separate containment areas. These generators... This panel controls access to the quarantine area. The gates open automatically in the event of a power failure. This is the Harmonic Collector control. The collector has been set to emit a brief high-energy pulse. This panel controls the containment field. The field is centered on the Harmonic Collector.
It is so nice to be doing puzzles, point-and-click puzzles, with Star Trek Technobabble, because you can kind of get what they are.
This panel controls the containment field.
Okay. So anything going here I can trap.
This is the Harmonic Collector control. This panel controls access to the...
And that actually opens it. Oh, something's escaped, huh?
This cage was broken open from the inside, most likely by the last creature it held.
What, as opposed to one that wandered in afterwards, yeah. Okay, this place will be helpful for trapping something that has inevitably eaten the woman we're trying to meet.
These generators control the animal's containment field. This Harmonic Collector absorbs the noise generated by spacecraft and other vehicles. It's probably used to protect the animal.
Oh, I see. It's a sound dampener. And a fun side effect is... you can use it for ganking fools. Good. That's one of the complaints people tended to have about Voyager Nice, which was that it never felt quite as techy as the other Star Treks, more like it was science fantasy. And someone pointed out it's probably because, unlike the other Star Treks, its technobabble is just much less consistent. It feels like it's been pulled out. I mean, it's always been pulled out the air, but it's never been pulled out the... What the f... whatever I was saying.
These Derwent and Grotke trees appear to be thriving. The preserve clearly uses excellent soil management techniques. Intriguing.
There's nothing unusual here.
There isn't, Doctor? You're the one who's a f***ing doctor.
It didn't work.
Well, you're the one who said it.
It didn't work.
Why are you so angry that it didn't work? You're such a man.
This port can accommodate... This terminal is offline. We do not know enough about the biotopes to accurately direct the field units. However, the biotope computer may contain the necessary information. This terminal is offline. The power grid in this area may be damaged. No unusual readings. No unusual These Derwent and Grotke trees appear to be thriving.
Okay.
We do not know
Well then, since Mr. Fart Snake isn't coming back, should we go and ask if we can, Wait, can I pull on these skills?
I do not believe it.
No.
I do not...
Let's go and see if we can find a battery. We'll go and ask Mrs. Baboon for a battery. Mrs. Baboon, have you got a battery?
Has there been any contact with Dr. Hunforsch?
No, I'm afraid not.
And then he zaps her.
I do not believe that will work. The computer is a BAT 4003, an obsolete Milosian model. It has been modified for hand and foot operation.
Okay, so we need to find a power source. Doesn't look like there's one on the computer oh, there is one on the computer I can totally just nick. Seems rude.
A standard tricorder can establish a data link with this computer port.
Well, we got one of them, Mr. Data. Why don't you jam yourself
I
up
acknowledge your curiosity. Please do not disturb the privacy of my files.
Interesting. Mystic Bright Shadow, why do you say such erotic things?
Verandas are... I see no way of using this.
It's not... It's not. It's not.
We're just doing a little bit of pixel hunting. So she doesn't want us doing that. The game is pseudo-turn-based, so it's not like we can engage her in conversation with a woman and then do the hacks while she's busy. Or is it?
Excuse me, Constable.
It is not.
Has there been any contact with Dr. Hunforsh?
No.
Okay, that's all she'll say. Weirdly, she's not attracted to Riker, so she's...
Dr. Hunforsh...
No.
Which is how you can tell she's not human. Shall we see if we can find a power source elsewhere? Go to this lab. Oh my. Oh, there's a lot of dead things here. Already slightly aroused. Crusher, how's this? Medical tricorder on carcass. Can you save it?
It's a cryogenically preserved specimen. It's a It's not worth...
Oh my god. I can just straight up... Mmm, delicious. Keep them.
It's a carcass.
Not you. I meant the one who's smart.
The insectivore is possibly a member of the Talpidae family.
You tiny little life forms. You precious little life forms. Where are you?
Good.
This paramammalian species has been cryogenically preserved for medical analysis. It is possible that this animal is an Akana boar from the planet Jervis.
I'm so glad you're here, Data. Like, I don't think we'd be able to do this without you.
It is a sonic scope. It uses acoustic resonances to analyze molecular structures.
Can I... Just stop. Ah, right. I might just turn it down while we're in this room. Yeah, it's a bit much, isn't it? So what are these guys? Looks like they might be programmable in some kind of programmable adventure.
The field unit is configured for a specific terrain and climate. It monitors the conditions of animals who have been injected with identification microchips.
Can you send it out to perform that task? Oh, no, I can just pick them up, though. I guess we can just plop them wherever we want to plop them.
The computer is a Birkin 400K model from Arguello 9. The system is accessed by voice print or password.
I do not know either of those things. Troy, is there anything living here that you can, like, mind meld with?
The sonic scope uses sound wave impulses to give detailed cellular analysis.
Yeah, delicious. Delicious.
Field units are built to suit different environments, so...
Riker, do you want to do something?
It's not working.
Riker, buddy, come here so you feel involved. Okay, let's examine this carcass. I found a button. Oh, it's much bigger than it was a moment ago.
Life forms. You tiny little life forms. You precious little life forms. Where are you?
No, it seems to be dead, but thank you for checking, Mystic Bright Shadow. So this one had its brain energy sucked out? This is some classic Star Trek. This is some Episode 2 Salt Vampire shit.
Probable cause of death is massive infection by Naturov parasites. This parasite is not native to the Kujan's habitat.
Okay. Bit weird. But delicious, obviously. What about this little cute little nude dude?
Subject is marked as a Frenorian
Tiny
tumor.
little life
Probable
form.
cause of death is malnutrition.
You precious little life form. Where are you?
Oh, Caruso, you're making me salty. You're all so salty. Our voice is our password. Don't even bother. Data, you do something useful.
It's a communications port.
This port provides tricorder access to computer and communication.
Let's jam our tricorder in it, Mr. Data.
A massive computer fragmentation has erased the doctor's files. The only salvageable message from her daily log is sessions with Tracker Melas cancelled. Schedule again after field trip.
I love farting, Adam. Interesting. So these are people that we can now have a gossip with.
Open a channel to Tracker Melas.
Why would you put this comms unit in the room with the beep that we can't avoid? So you need to do all of your exposition in Scrunchy Robot Room.
Open. I'm Lieutenant Commander Data of the Starship Enterprise. I'm investigating the absence of Dr. Hoon-Forsh.
Greetings. I doubt that she is in any danger. She's probably just taking a vacation after her blow-up with Constable Lixie.
Thank you for your time.
I wish you well on your search.
So the reason I've stopped that is I've realized, since we brought Troy with us, it might be a better idea to make her have that conversation, since she'll be better at knowing if he's doing a heckin' lie.
Open a channels. We found your name in the doctor's lab.
It does, doesn't it?
What's your relationship with her?
I teach her territorial recognition. At least I did. We suspended our lessons after the power outages began. I haven't seen her since, but I doubt she's lost. Such an excellent tracker, even if she is a bit weak in the nose.
Bit weak in the nose.
Can you tell me anything more about those power outages?
A power surge at our quarantine shelter destroyed some of the generators. 2 watchers were seriously injured and several animals escaped. Since then, we've had outages in the biotopes. They're still under investigation.
Thank you for your time.
I wish you well on your search.
It's possible the constable felt that telling us about her argument with the doctor would arouse our suspicions. But why would she withhold information about the escapes?
Okay, so we were right to make Troy do that. We're just gonna leave because I can't take the buzz anymore.
Oh my god.
Wow. I would like to play this a lot more, but my brain cannot... Clearly the things we need to do are in that room where Mr. and Mrs. Buzzy have come to town, which might be the game's way of telling us it's time to stop for today. Yeah, look, we're in half blue alert now. See you guys soon. And show feet, obviously. Well done on watching this episode all the way through. You are now fully prepared and have earned the next episode, in which stuff really picks up. Speaking of picking up, I just want to say thank you to the enormous pick-me-up that is my patrons and subscribers. You're wonderful. If you'd like to see more of this stuff happening live and get involved with the audience, the link is below. It is, of course, Twitch TV, Scotchbox VR.